I know exactly what you meant when you said you were shaking when you came up here. Luckily, I'm not a surgeon. I'll just have to revert to my notes. Give me a second, I'm still trying to collect myself here. I'd really like to take all the credit for what we do, but we've got one of the greatest teams ever, and I know most of the businesses in here are the same. You know, we're all blessed in here that we've got such terrific teams that help us to get where we're trying to go. And yeah, our story goes back quite a long time. There was a really smart Greek guy about 2,500 years ago called Pericles, and he was a fairly busy sort of guy. He did a lot of multitasking. He was building Athens at the same time he was building the Parthenon, things like that. He also decided that it'd be really good if they could put running water to all the homes in Athens. So he designed the pipes, and then he decided that they'd have to test them. So, sorry guys over at APTS, we didn't invent pressure testing. A really smart Greek fella did. I'd like to thank Senator Nick Sherry. Small businesses are the heartblood of this country, and they are really important. And all of us here are here to make sure that they keep going that way and that we make this country bigger and better than it ever has been. I'd also like to thank David Thody from Telstra. You guys do an incredible job. What you do with these business awards is just beyond belief. It means so much to the people that come to these awards, and it means so much for all the people that work for our businesses. It's really an uplifting thing to see what it does to the businesses and to the people that work in them when they come up for these awards. Thank you. Also, Dina, I know this is your last year doing this. I hear that you're moving on to another really exciting job, and thank you for everything you've done for the awards as well. I'd also, my lovely wife, she's put up with a lot over the last 8 years, more than she should have had to. It's been a learning experience for me. I found it quite hard to be a father and a businessman as well. One of them sort of had to suffer. In fact, I think they both suffered. Also, my family, I'll get to them a little bit later, but in recent times, in the last 18 months, things got a little bit hectic at work. So my family and my wife decided that I needed an assistant. So Donna, can you stand up over the back there, please? Donna did so much of the work on these awards to get us where we are today. So Donna, thank you very much. You should be here as well. 19 years Telstra have been running these awards. That's an incredible feat. The amount of work that's involved is phenomenal. And in the Perth Awards and talking to some of the guys here, when we leave here, it's over for us for another year, or until April, till the next entries come out, and a lot of you guys, I'm sure, will be entering again. These guys start again next week. They're going to do the 2012 awards. They've got a whole year of planning to get to such an event like this. So I'd really like to thank all the guys at Telstra, all the awards team, and all the sponsors, and Lighthouse, all the people involved in this. So, please, can we give them a big hand, because they really deserve all the accolades. APTS, a lot of you heard the story. We started 8 years ago. We started as a one-man operation. My family joined me. We've gone from strength to strength. It's really been a terrific ride, and it's not over yet. What we've done over that time is we've changed things around a little bit. When we first started, we wanted to pay the house off. We still haven't quite managed that yet, have we? No. Then, things changed. We wanted a bigger workshop. We wanted a lot of things. Where we've got to now, the business is doing really well, And what we want to do now is, like we've heard a lot of times tonight, and I've heard it over the last few days, and I heard it right through the West Australian Awards, we want to make a difference in the community. And the way that we're going to do that, first of all, is by doing what we do best. Now, pressure testing is not really a community service. It's an important part of what we do. You can imagine if you go to your local service station and that big LNG tank and all the pipes and the hoses associated with that. If that failed, you can imagine the catastrophe that will be in your local area. You multiply that by a couple of million times and you look at some of the Northwest Shelf gas plants and some of the other things. Look at what happened in Longford. So it is important, but it's not really a community service. What we do is we employ a lot of people. We're heading towards the 200 now, but in 2 years' time, we intend to employ 700 families. And that's what my goal is now. My goal now is to make a difference to a lot more people. It's very humbling to hear all the stories of all these businesses. You know, everybody in that Panasonic division deserves to be standing up here right now. It really is. You know, the competition was tough. I gave it up when I read through the competition. What I'd like you all to remember, though, is we've only got about 4,000 weeks in our lives. It's not a long time, is it? I'm actually well over the 2,800 now, so... And I know a lot of you are counting. I was watching. You go, oh, God, how long does that give me? So you're doing a great job now. Make a difference. And the last thing I'll say, Henry Ford was a great inspiration to me, not because he made cars, but one of the things that he said was, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And I know everybody in this room can, so congratulations to all of you.